my honest opinion about Dodash. Dodash has been the reason why I even started this channel. Even though I already have a lot of experience in other types of channels, she is the reason why I'm here doing these videos. And everything I have to say, it's pretty much positive. But there's a big reason, a big but there, that with my experience and listening a little bit of what the observation of others, I have an honest opinion about pretty much what's going to happen. Because what I'm seeing happening already is that even though she's what we needed on YouTube to make YouTube again, and not owned by these corporations or people turning into corporations like Mr. Beast and stuff. And she's even motivating like people like me, like I'm just 35 and you know, and I'm here in the Philippines. So she's reaching very far. Um, but sadly enough, this is just gonna be temporary. I know she had a big jump of subscribers and she's gaining a lot of traction, making a decent, good amount of money, but it's not gonna last forever. And here's why. What she's doing, for example, right now, I'm suffering as well. I'm having a downfall, even though I already have more than 1 million subscribers in other channels combined. I'm experiencing a downfall, just like you can find out on my other video, or on my very first video. I explain it a little bit in detail over there, so you go check it out. But pretty much I can resume, which is when we rely on something that is already unstable, just like in the ocean never stays the same, the water never stays the same. There's always waves, right? Sometimes you have big waves, sometimes you have small waves. And on YouTube, especially when we are talking about money, and you rely on YouTube AdSense, it's unstable. And that I had to find a hard way, because until now, my niche is relying on pretty much YouTube AdSense, because it's on the spiritual niche, and most of the people there, they don't want to spend money with anything, because you're already spiritual, right? You want to reach spirituality. And when you think about spirituality, there's no money involved. You just have to, connect with nature and stuff. So there's no money involved. So when you bring the aspect of money, it doesn't go well together. So you already want to get out of materialism, and money brings everything that is materialism. Now you can say, yes, we need money to pay bills, to survive, to do this, that. Yes, but look at the animals. Do they need money? No. So when you think about spirituality, you also think about in a way of no money, and that's my problem. I have thought about that, like even making an app and stuff, like creating other sources of revenue that can relate with the channel. But it's not something like it's very easy, because first on the meditation music niche, you also don't even I don't even show myself, and so I'm always behind the scenes. So for you to sell something or promote something, it's already harder because you are not there. The person doesn't know you, right? In terms of person, it sees a brand, but it doesn't see nothing behind. So it doesn't connect the same way as Dodash connects with the people. And she is not willing to sell or promote or bring people to other place. She's just focusing on just YouTube and YouTube AdSense. And YouTube AdSense can be a little bit nasty. So how's that? Because YouTube AdSense is always changing. the rules on YouTube is always changing. The RPM is always changing. And so the way the advertisers advertise always changes. So sometimes you might be earning this much and then the next month you're earning half. And so if you create a life around that, you're going to be really, really, really unstable. And so that's what I think one of the big reasons why um, she might fall, and this is just temporary. And the other big aspect that I am noticing is that people are starting to get bored with her videos because what people are starting to become smarter and smarter with time. If they want to just not be bored, they can just open any shorts application or social media like YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Insta, Reels, all of those apps, and just kill their boredom, right? But when it comes to YouTube, people want to learn something on YouTube. They want to spend time getting motivated, which is what she's doing, but it's not gonna last forever. You know, they see her, yes, but if you come with every video with the same message, the same way, the same style, the same everything, people will start to get bored. It's the same like you show up in your friend's house and you always say the same thing. One day he's gonna get bored and he's not gonna let you in, right? It's the same thing on YouTube. He's just gonna show when somebody else comes by with something unique or something better or something with a different idea, a different approach, she's gonna be forgot. And so then she's just gonna be remembered as, hey, because of Dodash, I started my YouTube channel. But she doesn't play or a role on my current life or my current channel or anything. So she's gonna get forgot in the present moment. So why is that? Because she is not bringing any more value like she brought in the beginning. So unless she comes up with ideas to bring value and continue to rely on YouTube AdSense, okay, she's still gonna have the views. But if she doesn't bring any value and still rely on YouTube AdSense revenue, then it's gonna be really, really, really tough. So that's one of the big reasons, and that's happening to me as well. Um, Relying on YouTube AdSense revenue, and also when you create all this movement but without bringing something new. And the third big reason why I'm also concerned about the motivation to all the people, which is good, don't take me wrong. But my clear observation about this is that she's bringing people like me and everyone, but I already have experience with YouTube, and which is really good. It's really good if you start a YouTube channel. But if you have no idea of what you're gonna do and just record and speak whatever you want, it can work for the first days. You're gonna start to get used to the camera, yes, and then eventually you're gonna have an idea. But just like everything else, imagine you show up in the middle of the street and you just want to start a business. Don't you need to have some kind of plan? How people gonna know what you want to sell, or even if you want to sell, you need to have some kind of plan. Life is about having some kind of plan, some kind of objective, some kind of goal. If you don't set anything up, then you're just gonna live like nothing. There's nothing going on because you have no clear idea what you're doing. So when you step out of the house, you need to have a destiny, right? So on YouTube, it's exactly the same thing. You need to have a destiny. Make a destiny. So what is her destiny right now? Her destiny is to live life and show you and motivate you. But there's only so much you can motivate. There's only so much you can share of your life because she already reached the goal, right? So what is the next goal? What is the something better, something unique, something more inspiring, you know? And that's the big reason why everyone entering YouTube right now needs to have at least a clear idea what they want to do. And that's why it's also important to have some kind of niche. Because even though you can start without a niche, and she's the clear example of that. Eventually it's going to run out because, for example, when you choose a niche, your RPM also increases. When you choose a niche, you also have more sponsors for you to sponsor on your videos. Because if you don't have a niche, then it's really hard to target your audience with some kind of product, some kind of anything. There's products that you can endorse because they are really good. We use stuff that we like, right? There's always stuff there that we like, and those are the brands and the companies and the products that eventually we could sponsor on our videos. So if you don't have a niche, you cannot really take the sponsor deal as targeted as you could if you choose a niche. So that's why, she's really, really good, and everything. She's like part of the family, right? But in terms of business, no. So YouTube is a business. It doesn't matter. YouTube handles everything like a business. So if she is speaking about money, speaking about entering YouTube, she also has to speak about business, about just like she did with the DoorDash. So she was trying to increase her revenue every day by working in a different way, working more hours and stuff. On YouTube, it's the same thing. She has to explain the business aspect of YouTube, not just entering YouTube without any goal, any objective, anything, and expect miracles to happen. This, what's happening to her, yes, she put the hard work and everything, but it doesn't happen to everyone. And it's also not everlasting. Nothing is everlasting in this life, only true love. The rest, if it's business, if it's everything else, you need to invest your time, need to study the market, need to think about everything. When I started, I did for spirituality, right? To ascend people. And whatever money comes in, I would be grateful for it, and that's it. But then I eventually started to not see good results and why the others were more successful than me. That's only when I started to search for a manager for my YouTube channel, that he put me on the track of think it as a business, see it as a business. Because if you not see this as a business, you're never gonna succeed. And now I see it as a business, and I'm falling because I didn't prepare for this. So since I rely just on YouTube AdSense, I fall, and that's the big problem. That's why I want everyone to watch this message and start to work on that, because it's not just about, hey, let's go, let's support each other. In the next video, I'm also gonna speak about why we shouldn't just subscribe to each other for the movement, because that's really another thing that I have a lot of experience. So I'm gonna be bringing about self-development, self-growth, with a little bit of spirituality, right? Um, and all that makes us grow to higher, and also money and stuff like that. Okay, so because I have a lot of experience and I have a lot of tips and a lot of information that could be very, very valuable for you and for your life and for you to quit your 9 to 5. Okay, see you in the next video.